Man City match penalty go fit come.
Correct.
Possible, it's a penalty, but them. If you look at the odds for yes on penalty awarded, is 2.27.
That's huge.
That's very, very
double your money.
Charlie, double your money, and once already 2,000. It was not Zoko anymore. Yeah. Of course, I think let's have another look at the penalty. This option is exclusive to MYBET.AFRICA games where we feel say penalty go fit coming.
Man City match penalty go fit coming.
Correct.
Possible, it's a penalty, but them.
Manchester City match penalty go fit coming. Why? Because they have a clinical striker that is always on the shoulders of the centre backs. They have schemers like Bernardo Silva and co that go take people on in the box. So they are always attacking the penalty box over 90 minutes. So that tendency that someone might trip somebody up, ended up fouling someone in the box is so high. So based on that analogy, I think Manchester City's game stand a higher percentage or chance of generating a penalty.
Well, if you look at the odds for yes on penalty awarded, is 2.27.
That's huge.
That's very, very
double your money.
Charlie, double your money, and once already 2,000. It was not Zoko anymore. It's a big deal. So penalty awarded for the game West Ham United versus Manchester City is 2.27. If you're interested in this odds, make sure you're logging on to MYBET.AFRICA. Just go to the specials icon or click specials. And so I want to drop it now more. Some of the special options that we have for the game, because we have goal in the first 10 minutes interval. I mean, you're so many options, amazing options. 10 minutes interval, 20 minutes interval, 30 minutes interval. Say go. I mean, it's just amazing. Just click on the specials. And if you're going in for the penalty award, yes, it's 2.27. No, it's 1.27. Wow, Ankasa choose to the open. Okay. Any other game that is expected to produce a penalty?
Newcastle Brentford might produce a penalty. Because if you look at the way Gordon plays for Newcastle, he's a schemer, so he's carved in that mold of Jack Grealish. He loves to take people on, and he's always hugging the penalty box with his runs. And if you have such a player with such an attacking mindset, and with the caliber of strikers that he has in front of him, the Swedish striker Alexander Isak, these two guys have the potential of drawing out a foul from any defenders over the course of 90 minutes, especially at the Sports Direct Arena in Newcastle. It will be extremely difficult for Brentford to cope with these guys. I think that game stands a bigger chance of generating a penalty.
Well, still odds remain the same, 2.27 for Newcastle United versus Brentford, 2.27. Penalty awarded.
That's huge.
That's very, very huge. And no penalty is 1.27. Well, Nana Kwame,
I'm going to stick with the Man City game. And this time around, it's going to be both ways. Let's not forget that someone like Antonio is also a very, very strong striker. He's a bully. So if you don't have a defender who's going to stand his grounds and do the right tackles at the right time, you might always end up drawing fouls, maybe at the edge of the box, on the touchline, or maybe inside the box, because he likes to hover around that side a little bit. So
on a number,
he's there. He will do his thing.
Or you trade that apply.
So you do his thing and trust someone like what's the name of this South African guy who joined them? I just mentioned his name.
Danny Ings.
The guy Ward Prowse to just net it for you when there's a penalty in that game. Man City also could get a penalty. I mentioned before the show started that this team has people that like to attack your box. Phil Foden will hold the ball, come at you. Jack Grealish will hold the ball, come at you. And then senior man Bernardo Silva also come at you. And even their striker, Erling Haaland, also always hovering around, try to peg players and all of that. He can draw in a foul in the box, and that will be a penalty for them. I'm also looking at Tottenham Hotspur. I watched their last game, and I saw how James Maddison was attacking the box in the last game. He likes to hold on to the ball, and then he likes to draw fouls. He likes to be the target man, even though he's not. He likes to hold the ball. He's pacey. Look for the runs. You might trip someone like Son Heung-min, who's also running into the box. You might trip because he's very fast.
Yeah.
And he
also to be
you understand? So that is where I'm also looking at to for a penalty to come in there. So these are the only two games that I'm looking at. Man City, West Ham United, there might be a penalty in that game. Tottenham Hotspur, Sheffield United, there might also be a penalty there.
Well, we're still live on MYBET.AFRICA TV Odds Arena. The name is DJ Slim. I have Francis in the building with me, Nana Kwame, and Suwofiase. We're looking at possible odds for the weekend. And before my Panthers then we'll give them our final odds for today. We'll have a look at some of the leagues, major leagues, and possible wins, possible goals, and all that. So let's hit
Yanko
Spain. Okay, so straight to the La Liga. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games for the weekend. 11 games for the weekend. Games being, I mean, starting free Francis. Games being like what show space here, technical space here. I want to say wins better.
Charlie, Real Madrid, they with Jude Bellingham signing, they are really punching above there with 5 goals in 4 matches for them in La Liga. Their last game against Getafe, you could tell how the game was tough. He managed to pop up with the winning goal deep into stoppage time for them. And the team is basically playing to the strength of the English midfielder. In the game against Celta Vigo, when things were tough, Jude Bellingham leaped highest and bullied Ghana's Victor Edu to score the winning goal for them as well. And he himself said he has played for Dortmund. Yes, people say Dortmund has is it the German wall or this wall they call?
Yeah, the Great Wall of Germany.
The Great Wall of Germany. But the last goal he scored at the Santiago Bernabeu, that was the loudest voice he has ever heard ever since he has started playing professional football.
Wow.
The roar after he scored. And he could tell what it meant to the Madridistas and then their gaffer, Carlo Ancelotti. And based on what they are doing, I think Vinicius should be fit for this game. We also say that themselves are a stubborn side, but whenever they play at the Santiago Bernabeu, it's tough for them to be able to get something meaningful out of the game. And Santiago Bernabeu is a cathedral. And whenever you play, you've got only one thing written on the wall. You've got to win. It's win, win, win. Green, green, green. And Madrid, I'll expect them to be winning this one comfortably. Yet again.
So
the next game I'll talk, a win for Madrid.
Yeah.
The next game I'll talk about is their counterpart, the defending champions of La Liga, Barcelona. Yes, you have Lamine Yamal, the young chap that they neutralized from Morocco. Has been brilliant for Spain, for club and country. We saw him against Villarreal. We saw him against Georgia, where he, together with Nico Williams, basically ran the Georgians ragged. He became the youngest player to debut for the Spanish national team at 16 years. He became the youngest player to score for them at the national team level. So he's coming back into the Barcelona setup again in red hot form. That's how I put it.
Yeah.
And he has proven that he's a weapon, a deadly ammunition on the touchline. One thing about his game is he hugs the touchline, drives straight at you, and he's not a player that will invite you to come to him. He's rather taking the ball to you. And with this kind of ball and the kind of ball he's playing, trust me, Barcelona will stand a better chance of scoring and winning this game. Even though it will be tough, make no mistake about it. Betis with Manuel Pellegrini, with Borja Iglesias and these players that they've recruited, it will be very tough to play against. But with Barcelona, Lewandowski and these players, Ike Gundogan on top of his game, trust me, Barcelona will stand a better chance of winning this game in the La Liga. Those are the only 2 matches I'll talk about for the straight wins.
Well, putting these 2 together, we have a total odds of 2.40. It's a double your money type of situation, 2.40. Let me generate a code for our wonderful viewers. Code for this one is V6LY. 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 If you want to stake 2 odds, we have 2 odds. There will be a win for Madrid, a win for Barcelona, based on our brother Francis. Nana,
I don't think I'm even supposed to talk too much on this particular one because La Liga.
Maybe I want to. Fantastic.
I mean, it's can't wait, and we don't want to put in too much emphasis on other games that we could see upsets in there. So I'm tipping a win for Real Madrid. And I'm also tipping a win for Barcelona. Lewandowski is always lurking there somewhere to tap in the goal.
Senior man or Techo, baby.
We need some big cash. Or shall go on and win free.
And
Lewandowski to score.
And one
Shego Nani.
What share we are?
As a coach, no, we track it.
Yeah.
But he's still banging goals.
Yeah, 35 years and still scoring.
Yeah.
Messi and Ronaldo has proven that age means nothing. Look at Modric,
Nothing.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic,
Exactly.
these 4 players.
Yeah, exactly.
They've taken the age limit to 40, and now it's doable for
Thiago Silva also doing very well.
Thiago Silva 39 years now,
Yeah.
and he's playing brilliantly for Chelsea.
Amazing
Player.
So let's look at goals. Goals.
With the
in the La Liga.
With the goals. La Liga this season is not really producing goals.
At all.
It's not really producing goals. So I would say, I was rather trying to say it's a no-go zone area for gamblers. The entire league, for now, it's like there's evenly distribution of quality coaches and good materials in the league. So maybe zooming into match week 8, 9, 10, that's when teams will figure each other out and
find ways
to unlock each other's defense and score goals at premium. But I think for now, my no-go zone area is for goals, it should be the entire La Liga. Because Obi be far or being far. So if you pick 3 teams, you might get 2 right and the next one will mess everything up.
Okay, so
the dynamics are changing. They are changing. Last week we saw what happened in the African games. Goals everywhere. Where just scoring goals. Goal. Nigeria scored. I think 6 or 6 goals.
Was it Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Yeah, 6 or 7 goals. I'm
not too sure. And Principe.
Yes. And you see, this is a league. Or this is
African games. There you say goals. No,
Mozambique where is spoil your team. No, Mozambique in match if it be 2-1.
You understand? This is a terrain that we all know for a fact that goals don't really appear. So just like he said, the dynamics are changing. Plus, it's early in the season. Some teams are poised to cause upsets early, and then later maybe after 9, 10. After 9, 10 games, injuries will come in. Teams will start figuring other teams out and all of that. So, for goals, I think we should sit this one out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at games in the La Liga where penalty. I did a bit messy, option a bit messy because no penalty or the penalty awarded is exclusive to MYBET.AFRICA. What's our option?
That one I will still stick with Barcelona and Madrid's games. Because
these 2 games.
They have players that takes people on. And these 2 teams, whenever they play, they are always attacking the penalty box. They don't sit deep. They want to win all the time because every match day is a win for the fans. So you can't sit back. So they carry most threats. Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Ike Gundogan, all these players carry threats anytime. You look at Jude Bellingham, you look at Wozelu, you look at Vinicius Jr., you look at Rodrigo. All these players,
people are...
They are players that can draw fouls at any time. Look at Modric, Toni Kroos can send one defense splitting pass through to carve the entire defensive unit open, wide open, very open for goal scoring opportunities. So I think these 2 matches has the tendency to produce penalties in them. Barcelona's game and then Madrid's game.
Well, putting these 2 games together, penalty awarded a yes for them. We have a total order of 5.15, exclusive to MYBET.AFRICA. Charlie, this will be some sweet odds.
Sweet.
2 games, 5.15.
Very big. I don't see this be 500 plus.
Jack. 100 over 5 million. There's a 15% bonus also being added by MYBET.AFRICA.
I think I'll go like 600 to 700.
What the moon?
Now we call them boosts.
They boost up. Table boosted odds. Exclusive to MYBET.AFRICA. And now when games being own is a penalty. A bit my bem.
I'm being forced to add a Bilbao to it. They play against Cadiz.
That is this Saturday.
Cadiz, Cadiz, low block.
Yes.
They sit deep, so they are stubborn
team to even penetrate. But I'm also looking at the inform or the form of Nicolo Williams, who's always taking on players. And if you have a low block, there's a tendency for you to panic because you'll be defending the entire game, and then teams who are playing against try to try different things and to try the long ball, to try the taking on the players and all of that. So don't forget that Iñaki Williams also will be lurking in there somewhere with his pace, trying to take on players as well. So I'm being forced to add that particular game to it. There could be a penalty in this game.
There could be a penalty if we add Bilbao against Cadiz to it. We have a total odd of 11.49. That is so sweet. 3 games. 11.49. Obi pay 2 odds with the IR this year. Let me generate the odds for code for you. The code is 26LY. 26LY. Cadiz alongside Real Madrid and Barcelona's game. Penalty awarded, yes, for all 3 games. You have 11.49. 26LY, that's the code we've generated for you.